I've been waking up slow with the weight in my chest, like the sun forgot how to shine in the west. And I smile when they ask, say I'm doing just fine, but there's thunder rolling quiet in the back of my mind. Some days are light, and some days I fake, and some days I break for my own damn sake. Well, the thing is, I'm trying, even when the voice in my head keeps lying. It's a war just to get out of bed, but I breathe in deep and I face it instead. No, I'm not alright, but I'm fighting to be. Well, the thing is, I'm still me. I got friends who don't call, and I don't blame them. Hard to hold space when your world's gone vacant. And I wish I could tell you what's missing inside, but it's foggy in here, even with open eyes. I wear my silence like armor, I know, but there's hope in the cracks where the light starts to show. Well, the thing is, I'm healing, even when I don't trust what I'm feeling. Every scar is a line in my song, every stumble's a sign I've been walking this long. And I don't have a map, but I've got my feet. Well, the thing is, I'm still me. I won't lie and say it's easy, but I won't hide the storm inside. If you're walking through the darkness, take my hand, we'll walk side by side. Well, the thing is, we're learning, and the fire in our hearts keeps burning. Even when the night feels too long, the strength in the fact we go on. So if you're not okay, let this song set you free. 'Cause the thing is, you're still you, and that's still enough for me.
Welcome in, everybody. Can you hear me loud and clear? Put a 1 in chat if you can hear me. So, I am live from my mobile device. The reason is my Wi-Fi is out. My internet is out. So I had to go live through my mobile device. Just peachy. But the good news is the fiber line is being ran down the road that it needed to be ran down. So hopefully within a week, I will have an upgrade to fiber instead of having DSL. So that's good change that's coming. So what I mean by is change difficult, right? Is say you're struggling with sobriety, okay? And you're used to being around a group of people when you were doing what you were doing. And you decide to sober up. It's very hard to eliminate those people out of your life. It is. Okay? And when I quit drinking, a long time ago, when I quit drinking, I had to eliminate people in my circle. because all they did was drink. Okay, now could I be around them? Yes, because I don't have the need or the urge or the want to drink. But in the beginning of my sobriety, I had to remove myself from those people. Because when you're under the influence, you don't think of people around you. You don't say, oh, yeah, he's sober. I'm not going to offer him, because your mind is not in the right place. So change is difficult, but it's much needed. And making changes is can be better for you mentally and emotionally. Putting yourself around the right people is very important, because when you have the thoughts of using or drinking and you're around positive people, those thoughts don't last long in your mind. So, you know, like when I go to friends, when I go to my friend Kenny's house, they don't drink. They He has Mountain Dew, and that's one of my triggers, man. I'm addicted to Mountain Dew. But at my house, I don't have soda. I have coffee, milk, water, and Gatorade. You know, do I have a couple of friends who drink? Yes. But they know I don't drink, so they're not like, hey, you should have one with me, you know? But I'm at that point in life where I don't have the urge. And plus, I don't see them all the time. You know, in most cases, you got to put yourself first before anybody else. And you got to make changes in your life. And if people that are around you can't accept that, they're not worth it. So, you know, like lately is has been very tough for me mentally, you know, with having to kick out a roommate, you know, and I had to. Did I want to? No, I had to, because he was very triggering. I was going to pick up that bottle again, and I was going to become somebody I didn't want to be. I had to make a change. You know, and I know how I am when I drink, and I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person at all. So change is very hard, especially when you care about people and you want to help them, but you knowing that what you're doing is enabling them. And plus, I got tired of being a welcome mat where you could walk all over me. So I had to make change. you know. So uh hopefully in the next week or so, I'll have fiber optic internet. Um, they'll come out. They'll hook me up with faster speeds. I can start camming up because I like being on camera. I like looking at you guys when I'm talking. I enjoy it. I like it when people can see me. So, you know, and I've shared, in the past when I moved down here from up north, it was a big change. Sometimes I still miss living up north. I do because of the connections I made when I was up there. Lately, I've just been to myself. I haven't done nothing. I haven't gone anywhere. I haven't gone out and done anything. And I need to change that. You know, I have to get back to being more social because as of late, I have been antisocial. And I'm not antisocial. I'm a social person. I love talking to strangers. I love meeting new people. I and I haven't done that in a while. So I got to get back to doing what I do best. So if you guys get a chance, check out my website, www.wttimhh.com. I have a merch store open. So, and if I have other logos that you could put on merchandise. So if there's something that you're interested in, um, let me know. I could design something special just for you. So, and what does WTTIMHH.com stand for? Well, the thing is Mental Health Hangout. That is my website. So I'm going to drop the link. And if anybody wants to come up on panel, you're more than welcome. Let me invite guest, copy, paste. So I think I'm going to be going live at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time quite frequently. Do I go up on other people's panels? Yes, I do. So, do you have any questions? Anything else you want to talk about? And if you guys can hit the like button, share it out to your friends. I would like that a lot. You know, I'm trying to get this channel to grow to reach more people. So I hear that, Regina. I hear that. But yeah, the more people I can get, the more I can, reach out, help, connect with. Because what I eventually want to do, what I eventually want to do is I want to do what they do convention, right? Where my channel is big enough where I can, and I'm making enough money where I can rent out a hall and invite you guys, you know what I'm saying, at no charge. You just got to fly to where it's at or drive to where it's at, you know, and we all meet each other, and I would have public speakers at this event. I would be a public speaker. You could turn your camera off, H. Davis.
Good evening.
What's going on, H. Davis? How you doing, bro?
I'm just getting myself back together. I don't know if you saw, I have a friend. On September the 8th, recently lost her life. She was going across from the street. She got hit by a motorcyclist. Oh, I'm just getting myself back together slowly.
Is she all right?
She's deceased.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Sorry to hear that.
thank you. Yeah. Yeah, and that I've been working, doing Special Olympics.
That's awesome to hear, H. Davis.
I just got another medal.
Yeah, I heard. Congratulations, bro.
Thank you. Yeah.
You know, change is difficult. You've experienced change.
Mm-hmm.
You know how important change is.
Yeah, it is. I I used to drink. I told myself I can't go back to that lifestyle. A lot of people in Special Olympics look up to me. I was like, I told myself I'm never going back to the way I used to be.
When Like I've said to people, and the thing is when you're talking to people, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like you can lead a horse to water, you can't make him drink, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can be there for somebody, and show their support. And sometimes you got to do it from a distance,
Right. Yeah.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
um but I there are days, right? There are days
Mm-hmm.
where I miss drinking. Don't get me wrong, there are days that I miss it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But those days that I have those thoughts, I reflect on what I used to be and how I
Right.
used to be.
I can relate.
And then when you reflect on it, you were like, those thoughts leave. A lot of people don't reflect
Mm-hmm.
on on you know their past.
Right.
You know, I tell people not to dwell on their past, but to look at their past and make changes
Mm-hmm.
so the future turns out different. Too many people use the past as a crutch,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you're struggling with mental health issues. Until you've dealt with the trauma and resolved the trauma, you still live in the past.
Yeah.
Until you have faced the trauma that you have been through, you will still live in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Because I lived in the past all the time. When I was drinking, I lived in the past all the time. I held grudges against people.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't I didn't care what anybody said.
Mm-hmm.
When I sobered up, that's what I did. I do care what people think of me. I do. Before I
Yeah.
didn't care what anybody thought of me.
Right. See, I had a class reunion in July, and all my classmates had liquor except me and this other one. I thought about it. I was like, if I was still living in where I'm from, would I used to take that liquor? I thought about it, and I said I probably would have, but now I don't think about them stages because of change. My mom said, she's like, you wanna go to? I was like, no, mom, I don't do it no more. You know,
Which is good.
yeah. Hmm.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Change is difficult too.
Right.
I've said it many times and I'll say it again during this live. Change is very difficult. It is hard and it can be emotional.
Hmm.
And when you're fighting a battle in your head and you're doing it alone, you're not going to survive that battle. But having the right people in your circle, you will conquer anything.
Yeah.
That's awesome to hear, Kevin.
Yeah, I was reading that. Me neither, Auntie Sherry. I never had either.
So, you know, I've never had a DUI myself. Um, I can't say that when I was drinking that I didn't drive under the influence. I can't say that. I only
Mm,
did it twice though in my life. So, but I today is Tuesday.
yeah,
I won't be alive again until Thursday. My Wi-Fi, my internet should be up and running on Thursday.
I got a long day Thursday.
So,
Got my last
but
flag football practice Thursday. Then I'm in the workout program.
all right. So I will see you guys then.
All
And with
right.
that being said, thank you for coming up, H. Davis.
No problem. Have a good day. Good talking to you.
Yes, yes. Um, I just wanted to talk about sobriety and change and lifestyle changes around sobriety. And sobriety and change is very difficult. So, with that being said, I thank you guys for being here, and I will see you guys Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Maybe even tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. But Thursday you will see me at 5:30 p.m. You take care, everyone. Well, the thing is out, my friends.